Hi, welcome back to the Golden Vice. I'm still fighting COVID, so I'm going to be doing a quick fly, or at least an easy fly. Should be pretty easy. It's actually the first Pertagon style that I ever tied. Picked up this fly at a fly shop called Dolly's Fly Shop in Cotter, Arkansas. And I think I caught my first white river trout on this fly. So, I've already got a size 16 jig hook in here. And in particular, that's a fooling mill. And I am also using a slotted tungsten bead, 2.8 millimeter. Could be a little bit large for this fly, but I actually tie them with even bigger beads. All right, first I'm just going to get a quick tail in here, and it's going to be just a small tail with some brown hackle, just a few fibers. The thing about these Pertagon style is everything is small. So you're not going to want this tail to be very long either. Now the key to these kind of flies is to try to keep everything as slim to the hook as you can. And the way that this particular fly is tied, it uses two colors of wire, but in 3 strands. So I'll be using 2 black and 1 red. Like that. Now if you're lucky, you can jam those up inside that bead head, and it will help you seat the bead head. And then I'm going to flatten out my thread and take it in touching turns all the way back to the tail. And then come back up. Now I didn't helicopter those off because I want to see if I can get that also to jam down into that notch. Okay, now the final part of this fly is just a bit of peacock ice dubbing. So I'm gonna just get a touch of wax on my finger. And just a hair, that's probably way too much dubbing, but yeah, that's too much. I'm going to get rid of some of that. And I'll trim some of that out. And now I'm just going to finish this. And like I said, I'm going to trim this dubbing a bit just because I like it to be a little bit closer. And I think that's done. So you could, if you wanted to, you could get some head cement or some UV resin. I do sometimes on mine, but it's wire, so I don't know that you actually gain much benefit from doing that. I mean, this will sink like a stone, and like I said, I think I caught my first nice trout on this thing. So anyway, that's going to do it for this week. Hopefully next week I'll be over this whole COVID thing and can get back to tying some more interesting flies for you. Hopefully you did enjoy it anyway, and will subscribe if you haven't, or like or comment. Doing what I can to provide good content. And again, I'm sorry for being a little under the weather. So thanks again, everybody, and I'll see you next week.